Guys, the day has finally come that the Guardian Takedown loot pool is now worth it. What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be talking about the hotfixes for August 20th, 2020. You guys heard that right. The Guardian Takedown loot pools got buffed, and we have 16 weapon changes and some grenade buffs in today's hotfix. So I'm going to just jump straight into it and read them off for you guys. So first things first, today in Borderlands 3, we kick off the Borderlands 3 anniversary celebration, show me the Iridium event, and have made some adjustments to various pieces of gear. These changes and the event will be live on all platforms by 12 p.m. Pacific. To apply hotfixes, wait at the main menu, make sure your hotfixes are applied. If they're not, reset your game, blah, 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 all that. You guys know what the deal is. Also, if you're experiencing any issues or want to provide feedback, please submit a ticket to support.2k.com. So as I've already said, today's hotfixes kick off first with the Show Me the Iridium event. This is part of the 6 weeks of the Borderlands 3 anniversary celebration. And as you guys know, I will be messing around with the Show Me the Iridium event and these new weapon buffs at twitch.tv/thickfillet_. I go live by 1 p.m. Eastern, so come check out my initial thoughts on all this stuff before I make the video later this week. Now, finally into the juicy stuff. The first change is replaced Mayhem 4 gear with the Mayhem 6 gear in the Guardian Takedown loot pools. Now, this is something that I have wanted since before the Guardian Takedown came out. Hopping straight into the Guardian Takedown, I always thought, I would be able to get a Monarch or a Plaguebearer or a Backburner or something like that, but that just wasn't possible up until today. So you can now get a Monarch, a Plaguebearer, a Backburner, a Kaoson, a Sandhawk, a D.N.A, a Multitap, or a Reflux. That is all the Mayhem 6 gear now in the Guardian Takedown. So this is a huge change that absolutely makes it worth doing this event. Finally. Then we have a small note increasing the health of Titus, Herb, and Juno in the Bounty of Blood add-on content. Now, finally into the juicy weapon buffs. We've got 16 weapon buffs for you guys today. We've got 3 snipers to start things off. The Monocle, the Headsplosion, the Storm, and the Firestorm, all buffed, increased weapon damage. And on top of that, the Storm and the Firestorm got reduced charge time, so that's pretty cool. You can spam those a little bit faster now. Next, we have the ASMD, the Lyuda, and the Auto Aim. Increased weapon damage, increased weapon damage, increased weapon damage, decreased reload time on the Lyuda, and the ASMD, the orb is going to move slower, and the explosion damage is going to do a bit more now. So it'll be very interesting to see if the ASMD is worth using now. Next, we have a buff to Moxie's favorite shotgun in the game, the Recursion. Increased the ricochet cap from 5 to 7. Now, this is super interesting. The Recursion didn't necessarily need a damage buff at all. What it needed was that mobbing potential, that increased ricochet cap. So it'll be really cool. You guys should go check out Moxie. He's going to be, the expert on whether this gun is good or not now. Next, we have buffs to 4 different assault rifles in the game. We have the Star Helix, the Ogre, the Sawbar, and the Damned. These are 4 assault rifles from the base game. They all got increased weapon damage. And on top of that, the Sawbar now has increased radius of the child projectiles. So if you guys never shot the Sawbar, it basically makes extra ricochets and projectiles and stuff like that. And it now has increased radius on that, on top of the increased weapon damage for all of those assault rifles you guys see on the screen. Then we have some weapon buffs to the Guardian Takedown loot itself. The Smog, the Webslinger, and the Globetrotter. Increased weapon damage on the Smog, as well as double the amp damage when the weapon shield is at max capacity. The Webslinger got increased weapon damage, and then the Globetrotter actually just got increased the number of shots before the weapon breaks. So the Globetrotter actually did not get buffed in damage, but more so you can spam it a lot more now. And it's going to be really interesting to see if this weapon is good enough finally. With that being said, I am actually kind of excited to see how well the Smog is doing now. The Smog has a pretty cool effect. One downside is that amp damage is not actually amp damage, it is actually gun damage. Which is kind of weird, but it is what it is. And then the Web Slinger, we'll have to see what kind of weapon buff they gave this thing, because the Web Slinger was as bad as the Lob before they buffed it. This needs a serious weapon buff to even nearly compete in anybody's loadouts, in my opinion. And especially for being a Guardian Takedown weapon. Next, we have 2 buffs to Mayhem 4 exclusives, the Juliet's Dazzle and the Good Juju. Now, the Juliet's Dazzle got increased weapon damage, but the Good Juju got doubled the critical hit bonus per body shot. Now, the Good Juju is actually pretty strong. Basically how it works is you want to shoot body shots and then it gives you more critical hit damage. So it's kind of a weapon where you have to go through its loop to get the full bonus out of it. It seems like it's just gonna stack quicker. It doesn't seem like this actually got an actual buff, but just saying, the fact that this stacks quicker will make it more usable at the end of the day. So we'll definitely be trying this out, and I'll let you guys know how it is. And then the Juliet's Dazzle with increased weapon damage is very, very interesting. This was actually a pretty decent weapon in Mayhem 4. So it'll be really interesting to see where this weapon buff leaves it. Those are the 16 weapon buffs for today. And finally, we have a general grenade buffed. Increased grenade damage across the board. Now, as of now, we have no clue what this grenade buff actually will be. I will be posting a video like with the buffs 2 weeks ago. I'll be testing out all of these, all of this stuff. Like I said, come check me out on stream today at twitch.tv/thickfilet_. That's probably going to be the theme of the stream, is testing out weapon buffs to see how they go. But otherwise, I'll definitely be posting a video, so you guys know to like this video and subscribe to the channel to see that later on. Otherwise, guys, that is pretty much it for the hot fixes today. We might as well cut the video there. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Let me know what guns you still want to see buffed. Personally, I would love to see the Tunguska buff. Let me know what you guys want in the comment section down below. I'll be sure to read all of your comments and reply if I have any replies. Anyways, guys, like I said, we're going to cut it right there. That's going to be it from me. I'll see you in the next one. I'm out.